Hi everyone, this is Dave Hogsett, and I just wanted to invite you to one of my favorite new seminars, the Top 5s of Clinical Nutrition. This is a very unique, very fun, and maybe most importantly, a very simple seminar format. It's basically a lot of essential top 5 categories for the modern clinical nutrition practice. One of the things I love about this seminar is it's a great chance to talk about a lot of topics, a lot of very relevant, very useful topics that we just don't normally have a chance to talk about in traditional seminars. So let's take a few minutes to just look at what some of these essential top 5 categories are that I think you're going to love. Starting with the top 5 nutritional supplement categories that everybody can benefit from. I mean, everybody can benefit from these 5 categories of nutritional supplements. We're going to take a look at the changes to the food supply in the last 100 years that have guaranteed you are never wrong recommending these types of supplements for patients. And you can probably guess what some of these supplements are in this top 5 category. Omega-3 fish oil, trace mineral supplements. Don't want to give the others away. Don't want to give away too much here. But when you feel overwhelmed with clinical nutrition, this is a great starting point. To be able to step back and know whatever's going on with this patient, I know that they're going to be able to benefit from these 5 categories of supplements. And speaking of feeling overwhelmed with nutrition, another great topic is the top 5 ways to incorporate nutrition into your practice. And here's just one example, especially if you're a chiropractor, one of the top 5 ways to incorporate nutrition into your practice is to make these 2 supplements the foundation for musculoskeletal support. Ligaplex 2 because it supports joint, ligament, bone, and muscle integrity. We're going to see on the next slide how complete this formula is. And Tune Omega-3 oil to help support a healthy inflammatory response. If you just gave those 2 formulas to every patient who needed musculoskeletal support, it could revolutionize your chiropractic practice. Very simple way, but very profound way to incorporate nutrition into practice. And here's why Ligaplex 2 has often been referred to as chiropractic in a bottle. Ligaplex 2 contains key ingredients of every one of these musculoskeletal support formulas. Syra yeast, a whole food source of vitamins, Ostrophin PMG to support bone and joint health, that's made of bone PMG and raw bone meal, Cataplex E and Myotrophin, both to support muscle repair, manganese B12, the manganese to support ligament health primarily, and Super EFF, Dr. Lee's most unique source of fatty acids to support healing and repair. So that's why when you use Ligaplex 2, that is the easiest way to incorporate nutrition into a chiropractic practice. You wouldn't be interested in this top 5 category. Top 5 supplements for healthy aging, but nobody's really interested in anti-aging anymore, so we'll probably just remove this category. Just kidding. We're going to talk about the most important things you should be taking on a daily basis if you want to minimize aging of your brain, eyes, joints, and yes, even talking about keeping your skin looking young. This is a very fun, very popular category. And by the way, this is a picture of Korean ginseng, which definitely makes the top 5 list of healthy aging supplements. Okay, I love this next category, top 5 EBTKS formulas. You might have guessed from this picture, that stands for everything but the kitchen sink. An EBTKS formula is so complete that you could really send a patient home with just that one bottle for a specific target, and you'll probably get the job done. Now, we have a lot of combination formulas like Ligaplex 2 and Conjuplex, that are combinations of multiple standard process formulas. But EBTKS formulas that are so complete that you can just use that one bottle, and most of the time you're going to get the job done just with that one bottle, those are pretty special. They're very rare. We don't have too many of them. And here's one of them, SP Cleanse. You probably already know that SP Cleanse is part of the 3-week purification program and the 10-day blood sugar program, but SP Cleanse really doesn't get the respect it deserves as an all-in-one, everything but the kitchen sink formula for supporting whole body detoxification. It contains over 20 foods, herbs, and nutrients that support liver, bowel, lymphatic, and blood purification. Here's all the good stuff in SP Cleanse, and it would take an hour just to go through all of these, but suffice it to say, if you just sent the patient out the door with a bottle of SP Cleanse, that in and of itself can be really complete detoxification support. So this top 5 everything but the kitchen sink formulas category is worth the seminar itself, because these are superstar formulas that, again, they're not really well known, but they're so valuable because when you're trying to consolidate how many supplements a patient walks out the door with and get it to as minimal as possible, it's really valuable to know what these everything but the kitchen sink formulas are. Okay, this category is really important to know for patient education. Top 5 ways to decrease or increase nutritional supplement needs. Now, you know, if you've been using nutrition in practice, what's the biggest complaint patients have about supplements? Why so many pills? Or the question they may ask is there any way I can cut down the amount of supplements I have to take? Is there anything I can eat to minimize the supplements that I have to take? And the answer is absolutely yes. But patients have to understand every choice they make with diet or lifestyle will influence whether that handful of supplements is a very small handful or if they're going to need 2 hands to hold those supplements. So we're going to talk about, top 5 lifestyle diet things that will either decrease your supplement needs or, just as important, educate patients what is going on in the American diet and lifestyle that's making people need so many nutritional supplements today. So this is a really valuable category because you can tell patients, absolutely, you can minimize the supplements you have to take, but this is what you're going to have to do. And many of them aren't willing to do it. Top 5 visual observation signs of nutritional imbalance and nutritional deficiency. There are so many easy, simple, but very accurate clues of nutritional problems in the body and health risk. So great example is this ear crease. That is one of the most accurate signs of cardiovascular damage and cardiovascular risk of an event happening. So we'll talk about that plus a lot of others. It's a great section. It'll change your practice because you'll never be able to look at people the same way again. You're always going to be keeping an eye out for those very accurate observation clues of deficiencies. And that's just scratching the surface. There are many other top 5 categories we discuss, and some of them you see here, and the list is always growing. And another thing I think you're going to love about this seminar is the notes are a great future reference tool that you can go back to time and time again. I know a lot of times I've left seminars with notes that were good for the day, but they just weren't that valuable as a future reference tool. And one of my biggest goals with this seminar is that the notes that you leave with will be just as valuable of a tool to you as something like the clinical reference guide for product information, protocols, and lots of other clinical nutrition practice essentials. So I really hope to see you there. Thanks for watching this. Bye-bye.